All right, guys. So we're gonna help you out with this one. This is the 7.3 mini assessment one. We did some in class, so I'm just gonna cover. Maybe I'm gonna start with number 5 there. Okay. So Casey had 48 tickets. Okay. For games at the school carnival. She used one third of her tickets. So think that one third of her tickets to play the spin the wheel game. She used one half of the remaining tickets, to play a balloon game where she won 8 more tickets. Okay, so those are key information. She won 8 more tickets. So the question is, how many tickets did Casey have after playing these 2 games? So how many tickets did Casey have after playing these 2 games? Okay, so we need to figure out first. Okay, so in math, the word of, okay, this word here, of means multiply. So I'm going to put there, okay, 1/3 times, okay, because that's what the word of means. Of means multiply. So 1/3 times, well, times her tickets. How many tickets did she have? Well, she tells you right there. Casey had 40 tickets. So then 1/3, we're going to put 1/3 times 48. And then to multiply a fraction by a whole number, we make this a fraction by putting a 1 underneath, and then we multiply across, which is 48 over 3. Okay, now 48 over 3 can be simplified to 16. What does that represent? That's the 16 tickets used. 16 tickets used for the first spin the wheel game. So 16 tickets used. Well, how many does she have remaining? Well, when you want to find how many are remaining, you take what she had and then what she used. She has 32. These are the remaining tickets. Okay? And so now we go to the second sentence. And it says she used 1/2 of, again, of means multiply, 1/2 of the remaining tickets. And we already said the remaining tickets was what she used. She had this, she used 16, she has 32 left. So I'm going to put here, okay, 32. Okay. And so now 1/2 times 32, we make this a fraction, I put in a 1. We multiply across this way, not crisscross, but across. And we get 32 over 2. And that means 32 goes into 2, or I'm sorry, 2 goes into 32 16 times. What does this represent? 16 tickets used in the second game. 16 tickets used. Okay. And so now what do I have left? Well, I had 32 tickets. I used 16. That means I have 16 tickets left. 16 tickets left. Okay. Now that's not my answer because I played that last game and I happened to win. I won 8 more tickets. You see? It says there she won 8 more tickets. So this is how much I have left, but I won 8 more. And so then my final answer is adding those 2 together, which is 24 tickets. Okay? That's number 5. Number 6 is a very straight to the point problem. We have here Laura was late to class 5 times in September. In math, this word means multiply 5 times. And it says there each time means cada vez, okay? Each time she missed 4.8 minutes. So she was late 1 time equals 4.8 minutes. Okay, 1 time. But she was late 5 times. So then if she's late 5 times, well, how many minutes is she late? Think about it. Okay. Number 7 there. Okay, number 7 has A road construction crew was working under lights at night to pave a major state highway between Dallas and Hillsborough. Okay, the crew paved 3.7 miles on Monday. Okay, 4.5 miles on Tuesday. Okay, and 3.25 miles on Wednesday. Okay. They wants to know, the key word here is total. Total, total. Total means add. Total means add. So they want to know how much for the 3 nights. So all you got to do is line up the decimals. Line up your decimals. Put these numbers. Don't have to be in order. Just line up the decimals and then add, and you'll get an answer. Number 8. Mr. Jameson earns 24 per hour. He qualifies for a 15% raise. Okay? So that means he's going to get an increase. So we need to figure out, okay, how much is the increase? Well, you just got to multiply 24 times 15%. But you must convert that percent to a decimal. And to convert a percent to a decimal, you move it 2 times to the left, 1, 2. And it always starts here because it's a whole number, and the decimal's in front of the whole number. So 1, 2, and so it's times 0.15. Okay? And then this will give you 20, 5 times 2 is 12. And you get 0, 6, 3. So you're going to get 360, but there's 2 numbers to write a decimal, 1, 2. So 3.6. Now your answer is not 3.6. 3.6 is the increase, okay? So this equals the increase. Okay? So what are you going to do now? Well, you're going to add the increase to what he already gets per hour, and you'll get your answer. Okay? Number 9, Jill works on the weekends. The key word, she works on the weekends. Okay? So Saturday, she worked this many hours. On Sunday, she worked 6.75 hours. She earned $7.50 per hour. Okay? So on Saturday, she worked 5.75 hours. On Sunday, she worked 6.75 hours. Okay? She makes $7.50 per hour. So I know that $7.50 equals 1 hour of work. Okay? So how much did she earn last weekend? Well, the weekend she worked Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday plus Sunday will give you how much they worked the weekend. She worked on Saturday, she worked 5.75, and on Sunday she worked 6.75. So you add those 2 together, and that'll give you, let's line them up, 6.75 plus 5.75. That'll give you what, 11, 12, 50? Okay? So that's how many hours she worked. This equals hours worked on weekend. Okay, hours worked on weekend. So the hours she worked on the weekend is 1250, and so that number there, total hours, I'll put over here, yeah, that's kind of messy, sorry about that. So I'll put here, total hours equals 1250. Okay, so 7.5 or $7.50 for 1 hour. She worked 12.5 hours. How much did she make in total? How much money did she make? If she worked this many hours and she gets paid for 1 hour. Think about it. Okay, number 10 there. 20% of students at Hill Middle School who ride a bus to school. How many students ride a bus to school? Here, again, the word of means multiply. So of means multiply. So here, the word of means multiply. So 20% times 260. But you must convert that percent to a decimal. So this percent, the decimal is always in the front because it's a whole number. 1, 2. So then you put 260 times 0.2 because 0.20 is the same as 0.2. So multiply this and you get your answer. And that's all for this one. Good luck. Adios.